Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is problem 1 on the section 5.4b on factoring trinomials. Okay, so I'm going to do this problem with you. If you've already done it, then skip ahead in the video to look at the answers on this problem. You'll notice that the biggest thing about this problem is that the number right here is not just x. So if we go ahead and fill in our squares, here's what we get. Okay, so you will notice the two binomials are 5x plus 1 and x plus 3. And it does match the area model if we look at the edges, the length and width of our area model. And down here we see that the area of the square would be, if I look at the pieces, 5x squared plus 15x plus x plus 3, which would be 5x squared plus 16x plus 3. And if I multiply or FOIL these two binomials, I get 5x squared plus 15x plus x plus 3, which gives us 5x squared plus 16x plus 3. So we can see these two are the same, and the same idea works again. So the 1C asks us, how do the areas of the smaller sections of the rectangle relate to the number variables in the corresponding trinomial? It's the same thing we learned on the first page of this. So the upper left-hand corner is the first term. This is presuming you put the x's, if you put the x terms first. The second thing we see as before is that the sum of the two corners, upper right and lower left, give us the middle term. Okay, so the sum of the lower left and upper right rectangles give us the middle term. And finally, we see the third rule applies as well, which is the lower right-hand term equals the third term in the trinomial. Okay? So what you'll notice no longer works, look at this circle, this pink circle I've put here with the line through it, is in the problems we did already, notice that the factors, the constant factors, the numbers, the 1 and the 3, in this case, they added to the middle term. Remember that? They multiplied to the last term, which they do. 1 times 3 is 3. But if you add these terms together, they do not add to 16. So this happens because you have a 5 next to the x. So notice up here at the top of the page, notice how we have an a in front of the x squared. See that? That is what causes this to happen. So if you have a number other than 1, okay, number other than 1, that's when this happens. That the two constant factors will not add up to the middle term. Okay, so go ahead and try problem 2.